Ortigas Center, one of the top 3 central business districts in Manila, home to several of the country's top multinational companies and shopping destinations. And now, home to one of the newest premier mixed-use developments in the region, Capitol Commons by Ortigas & Company. Here on Meralco Avenue, Capitol Commons has come alive and continues to transform as premium retail, entertainment, office, and residential spaces rise. For visitors and future residents alike, Capitol Commons is in the center of it all and easily accessible from Meralco Avenue, Shaw Boulevard, and Captain Henry Javier Street. I'm here with Mr. Joey Santos, Senior Vice President and General Manager of the Real Estate Division for Ortigas & Company. Welcome, Joey.
Thank you, Miriam.
Joey, since development has begun, Capitol Commons has really taken shape with all the restaurants, the bars, and shops that regularly welcome patrons every day. But many don't realize that this is just the beginning. Will you tell us what is the vision for Capitol Commons?
Well, we are Ortigas & Company. We develop much of the area around this. We're responsible for developing the Ortigas business district. When we got a chance to acquire this property, we saw it as an opportunity to build the premier precinct of Ortigas Center, to create the kind of urban community that you see in other countries, that you see in Hong Kong, that you see in the US. We wanted to really create a world-class atmosphere here.
And it's so refreshing because we see so much open and green park space that's very rare within the city.
We have a park right in the middle of Capitol Commons that is a little, just under a hectare in size. And it has really become a magnet for the people who live in the area. They come here to run, they come here to exercise, they come here to walk their dogs.
How has this development already contributed to the community?
When we started planning for Capitol Commons, we realized a few things about the site. Meralco Avenue, which is on one side of our property and runs from Ortigas Avenue all the way to Shaw Boulevard, becomes narrower as it reaches the intersection. So we actually took a part of our property and created 3 lanes to add to the width of Meralco Avenue.
As development continues, one of the first venues visitors will be able to experience will be the community's top-notch retail mall, the Estancia.
Estancia is considered as the heart of Capitol Commons. It's the high-end mall. It features a well-curated lineup of retail shops as well as food concepts. It's actually a community gathering place. This is a place where you can meet up with relatives, with friends, with your extended family.
When people go there, what design feel can they expect?
We use very simple lines. I think the design is more than anything very classic, so it's very welcoming. We have the likes of Gap and Old Navy, and then we also have home stores. We're opening a branch of Pottery Barn here.
Aside from Estancia, what other developments can we expect?
We actually have a restaurant strip called Gastro. There are 4 restaurants here, and in fact, it's created quite a dining destination already. Starbucks is here now. Centro 1771, the famous Filipino restaurant. We will have Unimart supermarkets. We're bringing them over here to Capitol Commons, and they will become the supermarket here. We will also have Paragon, which is the entertainment component of Capitol Commons. So we will have cinemas and restaurants and theaters.
So it really sounds like a place where people will really want to come over. Plus, they live here. Tell us about the residences you plan to develop.
Oh yes, we created an exclusive residential block within Capitol Commons. We launched the first of those residential towers, Royalton, last year. It is 64 stories tall. It will be the most iconic residential building because of its shape. It has very, very curvy facade. We launched the second, and it's called the Imperium. Imperium will be the most elegant building, the most luxurious. It will only have 4 units to a floor. We have been around this game very long.
Years,
and I like to use the analogy that we're like an 82-year-old man that has seen the city change, seen lifestyle
so much wisdom.
change. That live, work, play environment that we want to create here in Capitol Commons is probably imbues a lot of our experience, and I think We would like to think that we will encourage a classier style of living here in Capital Commons.
So thank you so much, Joey, for
You're
joining
welcome.
us here
You're
once
welcome.
again. And we really look forward to seeing how Capital Commons will evolve as a community. And thank you so much.
Thank you too, Miriam.
Creating a balance of recreational ease and the urban lifestyle, Capital Commons is quickly becoming a hotspot for professionals, families, and the young and dynamic as it only continues to grow. Capital Commons, the premier district of Ortigas Center.